Capricorn, it's Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, whichever it may be for you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm here to do a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for the month of January 2022. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with each and every Capricorn that will see this, but I do hope it's going to help many of you to gain some valuable insight about your current love connection. This is a love reading, so it is about you and someone that you have in mind, a connection that you're currently in or are just out of. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let's get straight into it, guys. So I have gone ahead and pulled the energy so that I can cut the time down on my reading. I'm trying to cut them shorter so I can get through more readings in a more timely manner. So basically, the overall energy I've got from the reading, from the Work Your Light Oracle, I've got double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. I'm seeing someone who is ascending here. So Capricorn, I feel like you're in an energy where you are trying to raise your vibration at the moment. You're trying to ascend. You're trying to move out of what I feel is a very stagnant, toxic energy where you don't quite feel at your best. You're not feeling like you are, you know, in an energy where you can vibrate and receive all of the greatest things that you want to achieve. I feel like you're kind of vibrating in a low vibration and you're trying to raise yourself up here, which is what I'm seeing here with this energy from the Work Your Light. You are trying to raise your vibration here. You are trying to uplift yourself here is what I'm seeing. Okay. From the tarot, I've got the Ace of Wands. Beautiful energy. In this particular deck, it's, you know, extremely colorful, beautiful energy. The Ace of Wands is all about a passionate, brand new beginning here, divinely gifted, divinely granted, and it is beautiful. It's very beautiful. The colors that surround it show me that it's something that you're very passionate about, and it's something that you are feeling very drawn to. And I feel as though it's almost like a very uplifting kind of energy, right? And I get that from this energy as well. If you have a look at this particular energy, it does look very uplifting, okay? Uplifting energy and a brand new beginning is what seems to be coming in here for you, which is what you're trying to manifest currently, Capricorn. That's what I'm seeing in the month of January thus far. From the Island Time Oracle, I've got the Ascending card. No surprises there. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. So I am seeing you here definitely in an ascension energy. You are definitely trying to raise your vibration. You're definitely trying to, you know, raise yourself up here. You're trying to level up. You're trying to, you know, I'm hearing really vibrate at a higher level. You know, it's not easy to do, but I feel like that's what you're trying. That's the energy that you're in, right? You know, you're trying to create that energy with this Ace of Wands. You are here, you know, trying to create this mission. It's almost like a mission that you're on right now in that ascension. And in fact, these two cards do very much go together here. Ascension, they're both ascending cards. They're both about you raising your vibration and leveling up here on a spiritual level, a very, very spiritual level, in fact, Capricorn. From the Romance Angel Oracle, I've got the Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, this could literally just be... I'm not necessarily feeling that there are children involved. This energy for me can also be that, A, someone's acting like a child in this connection, and they're very childlike. They are kind of reverting back to what they know, what they're comfortable with, which means they're very, you know, immature. They're struggling. And they're almost like a childlike energy where you kind of have to take care of them, you have to mother them, you have to nurture them. So I'm either getting that message, or the other message I'm getting with this particular energy from the child. With this particular energy, the other message I'm getting is that this person could very much have child abandonment issues. This particular person that you're dealing with could have, you know, childhood issues, trauma issues, codependency, you know, abandonment issues. I'm hearing any number of issues that can stem from childhood. So this could very much be someone who has issues stemming from childhood, or it could be that they are in a very childlike energy because of their background. They haven't had the opportunity to really experience a positive childhood, and as a result, they do kind of move in and out of a childhood energy, despite being an adult, right? Okay, well, from the Love Oracle here, I've got, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I feel as though this is a message from Spirit, you know, making it really clear that, you know, despite whatever it is that you want here, you know, it really does, you know, the energy that you have really does reside within your heart, you know, not in your mind. So sometimes we kind of fool ourselves with what we want in our mind, and we trick ourselves, but our heart always knows the truth, right? Our heart always knows exactly what we want. So Capricorn, that could be a message that you need to kind of, you know, listen more to your heart and less to your mind, right? If it's safe to do so, of course, because at the same time, sometimes the other way around can be more positive for us, and we need to listen to our mind more than our heart, depending on the situation. So take that as it resonates, if that is a message that connects with you guys. Let's get the bottom of the deck energies. So from the, first of all, from the Workular Oracle here, where we've got this double mission ascension energy, the bottom of the deck, we have got Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Now, I do feel like this is very significant, Capricorn, to your message. I do feel as though there is something that is a heavy triggering energy is what I'm hearing. Something is extremely triggering for you at the moment, Capricorn, in the month of January. It's triggering a whole lot of healing that needs to take place. It's triggering a whole lot of trauma from the past. And I do feel as though that's where this childhood trauma comes from. You're needing to ascend from something here. You're needing to, you know, have a brand new beginning is definitely here. But I do feel as though it's more about, it's less about a person. It's more about you having a new way of thinking, a new way of dealing with the situation, a new way of coping, gaining valuable insight, perhaps getting some professional help. I see you leveling up here. I see you ascending here with help. That's what I'm seeing here. You know, someone who's channeling new energies here, someone who's ascending, someone who's raising their vibration after having some childhood issues here that need to be worked upon. So I am seeing you healing here, and I'm seeing that this situation is actually triggering you into a healing energy, into an energy that you probably needed to be in some time ago, but doesn't matter. It's better late than never, right? I see you moving into some kind of deep healing energy here, having a new beginning here that is very much underpinned by healing past traumas. And then, of course, from the bottom of the, you can't make this stuff up, right? From the bottom of the Island Time Oracle, we've got the lining here, which is very much, this is the Tower energy for me. Of course it is. You know, the lightning card is it's about sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I feel as though you are coming to some really difficult yet needed, I feel as though, you know, it is challenging for you coming to these realizations. I feel like you are listening to your heart more than your mind, and I feel like, you know, your heart is telling you that you do need to have a, you do need to look at this in, even though our heart kind of controls our emotions and the way we feel about things, I feel as though your heart deep down knows that you do need to do this healing, that you do have these childhood abandonment issues, that you do have codependency issues, that you do have a childhood trauma that you do need to acknowledge, and you do need to get the necessary, you do need to do the healing, and you need to get the help that's needed here. So with this lightning here, I feel like it's kind of like an epiphany. You may be in an energy where you're realizing, you know, you've always kind of known that it's, obviously you've always known that this was something that you needed to deal with, that you needed to, you know, put to the forefront and try to manage your emotions and work on that healing and work on that, you know, that ability to try to overcome what's happened to you. But at the same time, you can't just overcome something. You've got to actually work through it. You've got to process it. You've got to sit in those feelings, and you've got to learn to do this in a very healthy way. You know, I'm hearing, with the help of a counselor, with the help of a therapist, with the help of a psychologist, a psychiatrist, whatever it takes, guys. I do see that you do have some deep childhood issues that need to be worked upon, and that's what I'm seeing you ascending here and leveling up here and having this new beginning. I feel like the new beginning is more about you and your mental health than anything else, right, Capricorn? So I'm seeing with this lightning here, this tower moment, you do have an epiphany here. You are suddenly moving into a new energy here, I feel. You know, deep in your heart and in your mind, I feel in both, but more so in your heart. I feel like in your mind, you've been trying to convince yourself that this was not happening, that you were healed, that you were okay, that you've done the work that you needed to do and you're ready to move on to a new chapter. But I feel like in your heart, I feel like you're coming to a realization here with this lightning, with the epiphany card, with the ascending card. You know, you're not quite where you thought you were. You know, you're triggered here. You are triggered. There's something here that's triggering you into a healing energy. You're not quite where you thought you were. You're not quite where you thought you were. You've got the what's triggering you card along with the lightning card. So there is something here that needs to be dealt with here that has not been dealt with, Capricorn. I feel like you might think that you were dealing with it. I feel like you have this energy where you thought you had done the healing that was needed. But the reality is that you haven't. You know, you haven't, and it's still there. It's still underlying. It's still under the surface. It's still kind of creeping its way up into your energy. But you keep pushing it down and saying, no, it's not there. I'm okay. I'm going to move on. I'm fine. I'm going to meet someone else. I'm going to have, I'm healed. But I do feel like you're kind of in this deceptive energy with yourself. It's kind of a bit of self-deceit. You're really not as healed as much as you think you are. Are you right? Okay, and there's things that you still need to deal with here. That's the energy and the message I'm getting from Spirit. Okay, at the bottom of the romance angel, I've got the flirt energy. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. I kind of just feel like that's you, just your general energy, I feel. And we've got the chemistry card, and then we have the unrequited love. I just kind of feel as though, yeah, retreat is at the bottom here. I just kind of feel as though this here is just more about your overall energy here. I feel like you're kind of in a very flirtatious energy at the moment. You might be going out and enjoying just being, lighthearted and flirtatious with new people that you haven't met before, brand new people, even people that you know. You might be having a bit of fun with them and flirting. I don't see you being very serious about anyone or anything right now, because you are more focused on yourself. You're more focused on the healing that needs to take place here, rather than having anything serious. But you could be flirting, you could be just having a bit of fun and just experimenting with new people, and having a bit of a light-hearted energy here. Even if it's just like, even if it's just like having, short-term conversations with people you don't, with new people, even if it's one-night stands, that kind of energy. It's just, it's very light-hearted and flirtatious, but you're not going deep with anyone at this point in time. You're not in that energy. You're too much focused on what you need to do here and the healing that needs to take place. I feel like you've had a bit of an epiphany. You may be not admitting this to yourself even just yet, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like you are being triggered. You're triggered enough to know that there is healing that needs to take place there. And it could just be simply that something has triggered you recently. You might have thought, hey, I'm really, healed up here. I'm ready to have something new here. And then, before you know it, you're in a situation where you're feeling really, really triggered by something someone says, something someone does. And then you're like, wow, maybe I'm not as healed as what I thought I was. Maybe I do have more healing to do. That's what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. All right, let's go ahead and get more messages for you. So from the tarot, of course, I've got the Fool. Major Arcana number 0, Fool. This is about brand new beginning. This is about starting again. This is about taking a leap of faith. Not knowing exactly where this is going to lead you, but taking that dive in that leap anyway, right? And just seeing where it takes you. It's jumping off the cliff and gaining those wings on the way down. Then we have the 3 of Wands here, which is about, again, expansion, new beginnings, growth. It's about wanting to build upon what you already have. It's about not being quite content with what you have. It's about the greener pastures on the other side. It's about the grass being greener. It's almost like something is not quite fulfilling you enough in your life, and you're trying to expand yourself and see what's next. What is next for me? The next chapter here. Where am I going from here? And I feel like you're kind of in that restless energy here, where you're not really taking any action yet, but you're thinking about it. You're planning it even, and you want to take another. You want to take that next step. And that's what I see here with this Fool energy. You're ready to expand here. You're ready to have a new beginning here. You're ready to start something new is what I'm seeing. And then we have the Strength here, which is, Leo energy, more Major Arcana. This is very much you, trying to step into your power here, trying to really, move out of an energy where you're kind of doubting yourself here, where you're not quite sure if you're ready or strong enough to have something new here. But I think that at the end of the day, you're kind of realizing, I can create whatever, new realities I believe upon. I can, whatever I do, whatever I want to do can be achieved through me having belief in what I do. So I feel like there's a heavy sense of belief here, Capricorn, of I can do this, I'm strong enough, I have the courage, I have the strength, I have the belief to do it. So I feel like, this may have held you back in the recent past, but you're kind of moving out of the energy where you're like, you know what? I can make this happen. I can do this. And I feel like you're feeling very strong, and I feel like you're ready to sort of challenge anyone that sort of says you're not ready to do it, or that challenges that you're not, strong enough. You're in a very empowered energy is what I'm feeling with this coming out for the as your energy in the heart of the read here, right in the center. And then we have the star here, more major arcana. You really can't make this stuff. We've got 3 major arcana at the top here, and then we have the judgment in the next row, and then we have more major arcana over here. Let's keep going though. We have this star here, so I do see that you've done some healing. I don't feel like you're fully healed yet, as I spoke about already. I do feel like there is healing here that needs to still take place. But I do see you wanting to, you're having kind of wish fulfillment here. You are desiring a brand new beginning here. You are desiring to move on from the past. You are wanting to put it behind you, is what I'm hearing. All the while, you still do have some healing to do. It doesn't kind of happen overnight, but I feel as though you want to kind of get through it as quickly as you can. It's just going to take a minute, right? So I'm seeing you here focusing on inner healing, but also at the same time having wish fulfillment and moving towards that. Because you are building up strength and courage here to move towards what it is that you are seeking here with this 3 of Wands and the Fool. But there is something there is some form of toxic, unhealthy behavior here. Thinking, feeling, believing, acting. Something here is not quite serving you here, Capricorn. This is your energy. You're showing up in your own reading here. The devil energy is, there's definitely something not quite right here. There's something that's kind of feeling a little bit off balance in this whole situation. And I spoke about that at the very beginning. I do feel as though you're having this lightning moment. You are being triggered by something here. You do want this new beginning. You do want to ascend, but I do feel like there is some kind of childhood issue here with the children energy here. I do feel as though there is something that stems from childhood, very much so. You will know if this resonates with you. If it does not, then obviously this is not your message. But if this is your message, I do feel as though it is stemming from childhood. Whatever this toxic energy is that's hanging over you that needs to be healed here is stemming from childhood issues. You may have not been very, your parents may not have been emotional with you. They may not have been affectionate with you as a child. They may not have expressed their love towards you. They may have been very distant. They may have been at work a lot and left you unsupervised, and maybe you just didn't feel that connection with your parents. There's a whole range of unhealthy things that can happen to us as children, and we don't often realize it until later. We kind of think, yeah, our parents did the best they could, and they did. Obviously they did. That's always going to be the case. Our parents obviously did the best that they could at the time with the skills that they had, with the resources that they had, but it doesn't mean that we can't acknowledge that there are things that we need to heal later, that there are traumas that we experience later as adults that affect us as adults and affect our connections and affect our way of functioning as an adult. So what I'm seeing here is, something's connected here to childhood that's causing some toxic energy. It could be that you are struggling to connect with people. You are struggling to feel secure in connections. You're struggling to have positive connections, I'm hearing, with others. And that is because you feel insecure. You feel less than. You feel as though people are going to abandon you. You feel feelings extensively. You are someone that just kind of struggles with what other people might think are just normal connections, exchanging information, exchanging communication. You are just extremely hypersensitive to those things. You're concerned that people are just going to use you and abuse you. You find it hard to trust people. You find it hard to let people in your circle, in your inner circle here. And you kind of just feel as though, people cannot be trusted. And as a result, you end up having toxic connections with people because you are very in and out with them, and you don't know if you can trust them. So you kind of have back and forth arguments, disagreements. You kind of hold them to account very quickly. Even if it's just someone you just met, you kind of expect a lot from them from the very beginning, even, and they kind of go, well, hang on a sec, we just met. What are you expecting from me? I just kind of feel like it all stems from this childhood issue, right? So this Capricorn energy, your own energy here, the devil energy, shows me that something is very unhealthy in your connections with the way you connect with other people at this point in time. And I feel like that's something that you need to heal here, right? We do have the star right before it. We do have the strength energy here. You know that this is something that you need to work upon. This is something that you need to heal, right? And then we have the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords here, Capricorn, which shows me that, there is fast forward movement happening here with this 8 of Wands. And with this 4 of Swords here, again, more healing energy. So we've got the star now. We've got the star, and we now have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is very much an energy of someone taking a time out from love, from whatever. Just time out in general. Like, kicking back more. 2020 on the clock, if that resonates with anybody. You know, I feel like you're taking a break from being sort of out there, being the life of the party energy. You're kind of retreating, you're spending more time alone, introspective here. You're healing yourself, or you feel like you are trying to at least heal yourself here, and you're sitting back and stepping back a little bit more, not, you know, doing as much as you probably normally would. You're stepping back and not doing as much as you normally would, because you are trying to hold back here and figure out, you know, what it is that you need to be achieving in your life here. You're kind of at a bit of a crossroads. You're figuring out, what do I need to do here to make myself, you know, feel stronger, to feel more powerful, to have a new beginning here that's healthy. Because I feel like there's an overarching energy of this devil hanging over this healing energy here. So I feel as though, as much as you're trying to heal, as much as you're trying to be strong and courageous to start this whole new chapter that's coming in here with the Four and the Three of Wands, I feel as though there is kind of this devil energy hanging over you. And I feel like it stems from this children message. I do feel as though this ascension, you know, this leveling up that you're trying to do with this Ace of Wands is kind of hindered by this devil energy. This childhood energies. There is an essence here of something from childhood that is still hanging over your head now, that's stopping you from achieving the level of healing that you would like to achieve. And it's something here that needs to be healed here. It is a trauma. It is trauma that needs to be healed. It's childhood trauma is what I'm seeing. This Eight of Wands is, you know, confirmation for me. It is my yes card, but it's also, you know, about things moving forward. But it's only going to move forward after you kind of move out of this energy where you're taking a break here. So I see you in this energy now, kind of taking a break from life, from love, from whatever, just not being, you know, maybe you were a bit more outgoing in the past and you're now kind of just introverted more, you're staying home more, you're spending more time alone, you know, you're not really doing as much as you normally would. You're taking some time out here to try and heal whatever it is that you feel you need to heal within your heart. But I do feel like you're a little bit confused about what that is and how to do that. So you're kind of just taking time out in general, and maybe just being a bit of a hermit energy, being a bit reclusive here, but not quite sure exactly how to fix this. So it's kind of frustrating you, I feel, because you don't quite know exactly how to fix it. But something here is triggering you, right? That's what I'm getting here. Something is triggering you with this triggering energy here, this mirror triggering energy. I see that here in your energy, and I feel it as well. I feel as though, you know, there is something, you know, the answer dwells in your heart, not in your head. I feel like Spirit wants you to listen more to your heart and what your heart is feeling and telling you than what your head is telling you. You know, because the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I do feel like that's a very significant message for you, Capricorn. The next message I have is the Judgment, which is all about a judgment call needing to be made. It does seem as though, you know, you do need to make a judgment call here, Capricorn. Something significant, you know, needs to happen here. A turnaround needs to happen. I feel like you're kind of very stuck. You're in a very fixed energy right now, which can be your energy. But I just feel like you need to make a judgment call here without being too judgmental, of course, of anyone else. But you've got to make a judgment call with the judgment being here. This can be about second chances. It can be about you not wanting to be judged by others. You're very cautious and careful about people judging you. You're very paranoid about people judging you and the energy that you're in currently, or vice versa. You may feel the other way. You know, but I do see an energy of you being fearful of being judged for your energy right now, because you are retreating and you're not being as out there as you might normally be. You're worried that people are going to see that and think negatively about it. But I do see that you are going to move forward in the near future, and I feel like you are going to, you know, have positive judgment. Like, you're going to feel positive judgment about yourself, and people are going to feel positively about you, because we have, you know, the forward moving energy of this Eight of Wands. It can be about communication, but with this specific message, I feel as though with the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands, it's just moving forward from this toxic healing energy, and having some kind of you know, ascension here. That it is clearly here, but I kind of didn't quite feel it. I feel like you're kind of a bit stuck here, but you are having some form of transformation here, and it is happening here with this Eight of Wands here. You are going to be progressing here with this judgment energy. You know, the universe, your guides, Spirit are going to, you know, they're going to award you this ascension. They're going to award you this leveling up energy with the judgment being here. But you've got to do this healing first. You've got this this Star and the Four of Swords here. You've got the Strength here, this Fool here. You do need to move through this. You do have a new beginning here, right? There's no doubt about that, with the Lightning and the Fool card here, and the Strength and the Three of Wands and the Star. But you've got to move out of this devil energy also, right? which I feel is stemming from childhood issues here, is what I'm seeing with the children card being out on the spread. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel as though this is about you regaining balance here, and just kind of, it could even be, you know, love coming in here with this Two of Cups. You may very well have love coming in the near future, or to me this could just be you regaining balance here, because, you know, one is uneven and two is even, and this Six of Pentacles here is all about regaining balance. You know, it's about having equality, balance in your life, because as you can see on this side we have 3 pentacles, and this side we have 2, and we have 1 in the center, so it's uneven, and that's because we feel uneven, we feel unbalanced. Our life doesn't quite feel like we have the balance between, you know, all of the different aspects of our life, you know, work and life, and self-care and self-love, work and love, etc. You know, the time we spend with our friends versus the time we spend at work versus the time we spend self-caring, etc. It's just an energy of not quite having that balance established, right? So that's what I'm seeing for this energy. And this Two of Cups can literally, you know, mean the same thing. It could just mean that maybe you're not giving enough time to yourself, you're not giving enough time to your self-care, you know, maybe you need to focus a little bit more on trying to find love. Whatever it may be for you, whatever resonates with you, this doesn't have to mean love though. It can literally just be about, you know, a number 2, having that equality, having that balance. Because there is something here about balance with this energy coming out. Okay, with the Ten of Swords here, it looks as though something has hurt you in the recent past. There has been a betrayal, there has been something toxic, and we know that with the Devil energy here. It doesn't have to be a person, it literally can just be a situation from the past that is still haunting you, that's still traumatizing you. There's something here that's hanging over you here that's causing you difficulties and trauma. 5 of Swords here definitely shows me that there has been conflict here. So whatever this may be, if this is inner conflict, it could be inner conflict. It also could be conflict with someone else here, someone that's betrayed you, someone that you feel has hurt you, betrayed you, not done the right thing by you. It could be more than one person, but I'm literally seeing someone here that has kind of had a win at all cost attitude, someone who's been very selfish, maybe even narcissistic, who has hurt you deeply here, which has kind of triggered you in this triggering energy, which is the overall energy of the read, right? You feel triggered here to, you know, to heal yourself. There's something here that's caused you to go into that energy. It's been unexpected. It's caused an epiphany here with the lightning, right? It's caused you to, you know, even maybe just go back in time and focus on other, you know, and other traumas that have happened to you with a childhood card here. But, you know, with Ace of Wands is very much about a passionate new beginning that I feel like you're seeking here. You are trying to ascend here with the Ascension card. You know, you're trying to ascend your energy here, you're trying to have a level up, you know, a glow up, a spiritual awakenment here. And we literally have that here from the Work Your Law Oracle. This is literally you ascending and raising your vibration spiritually. That's what you're aiming to do. You're wanting a brand new beginning. Overall energy of the read is the Fool here. Then we have the World here, which is literally, you know, Major Arcanum again. It's literally card number 21 in the Major Arcanum. This is literally where we close out the majors and we are closing out a cycle and starting a brand new beginning here. So I see you closing out a cycle here, chapter from your past, something that's caused you a lot of difficulty. The Ten of Swords is about closing out a cycle after betrayal, after, you know, something has caused you deeply to be hurt. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Again, the karmic wheel is here, the karmic justice wheel. It's about creating a brand new beginning that is karmically on your radar, you know. So you do good things happen. You do, you know, bad things happen. This is the karmic wheel turning in your favor here if you've done the right thing, and you know, you've been looking for this level up. I see here this glow up. The Empress here again, but this is your energy right now, Capricorn. You are, you know, leveling up here. You're very nurturing, very loving, very giving, very supportive of those around you, and you deserve all good things to happen to you. So I feel like that's kind of where you've been a bit confused in this energy. You know, you're unsure, you're triggered by this. You're wondering, why am I in this energy where I'm having to keep focusing on healing when I deserve the best? You do, but the healing still needs to take place. It doesn't happen magically. It's something that we need to work through. So I'm seeing you here in this healing energy. The Empress is literally higher than any of the queens in the deck. It's all about you know, it's all about birthing a new beginning here. That's what I'm seeing. You know, the World, the Wheel, this is literally one of the most spiritual level ups that you can get with these two cards in the same spread. So you have those as well as the Empress, and you also have the Star here and the Fool. So as well as the Judgment and the Strength. So you really can't make this up. There is a brand new beginning that is destined here for you. The Karmic Justice Wheel is here. The new, the Destiny Wheel is here. And we have the Moon here as well. So we literally have the Star, the World, the Moon, and the Wheel. So that is one of the most spiritual messages you can get. If I have a spread that has the World, the Wheel, the Star, the Strength, the Fool, and the Moon, I know that it's extremely spiritually gifted. This is something that is destined for you. Whether you want it or not, whether you like it or not, it's happening. It's extremely spiritual message is what I'm seeing. But you also got the Ascension cards, which show me that it is absolutely spiritual. These cards are both about ascending to higher levels. It's about having a spiritual awakening, a glow up here. You really can't make it up any other way. So you do have all of the spiritual cards out on the spread here, right? As well as the mirroring card, which is about triggering a glow up here. It's about triggering, which is really about triggering ascension. And we have this lightning here, which again is about this tower moment creating for you. But with this Moon being here, maybe there are some things that still need to come to light that you're not quite clear about. It could just be things that you're not quite sure about yourself. It could be things that you need to know about someone that's close to you. This Moon can be a very secretive energy. But I do feel as though you're kind of feeling discontented at the moment with this Four of Cups energy. You may kind of just be feeling like things aren't quite going as you would like at this point of your life. Maybe you're seeking love. Maybe you're getting tired of being on your own here. But I do see things happening for you here. With the Wheel and the World and the Empress here, you definitely have got brand new beginnings coming in here that are going to make you extremely happy. Okay, things that are going to cause, things that are going to bring in a transformation for you with this lightning here. Absolutely, healing is here, strength is here, Two of Cups is here, the Fool is here, having a brand new beginning. The Eight of Wands here, which is all, this is my yes card to say that things will be moving forward for you. A judgment call is going to be made, that you are going to receive a new beginning here, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. Very positive message, Capricorn. Let's just grab a couple of final messages here from the Oracle. I have got forgive and forget. I do feel as though there is an energy here of you needing to let something go from the past, childhood abandonment issues. Now, I'm not saying it's as easy as just let's just forgive that, forgive what happened and forget it. Absolutely not. I feel as though that's more directed towards a person. There is someone I feel like that you need to forgive here. Not forget, and I do feel as though this saying is not necessarily true. I don't think we can just forgive and forget. I feel as though this is more directed to forgiving, and I think being able to put it to the side and not let it control us, not let it overpower our thoughts, not let it affect us so much, right? So we're not forgetting it, we're kind of just putting it to the side, right? So that we can function, so that we're not angry, so it's not eating us more than it's hurting the person, more than it's, so it's not hurting us more than the person that actually created the hurt, right? That's why it can be like, someone hurting you. It's like drinking the poison and expecting them to die, as the saying goes. That's not going to happen. You need to let this go if this is something that you're hanging on to. Forgive them for yourself, for them, so that you can move on, right? We've got rejuvenate, and I see you doing that. I feel like you're rejuvenating at the moment from whatever energy has happened in the past, as well as this childhood abandonment issue. Express your joy. And I do see you doing that with this flirtation energy. I see you being lighthearted and fun here in your energy, or at least trying to do that and move out of this more serious energy. At the bottom of the Rider-Waite deck, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm seeing you here in a very abundant, leveled up energy. So I do see you actually really focusing on yourself at the moment. I do see you, feeling very powerful, very strong, having, being very self-made, having a lot of self-love. You could be very settled at the moment financially, stability-wise. You've got all the pentacles there except for the 10. You've got all 9 out of 10 pentacles here. So you are creating stability for yourself, which is very important to you, Capricorn, as a zodiac sign, being an earth sign. Pentacles are very important to you. Having stability and structure is very important to you. And I see you in that energy right now. So that's what I'm seeing at the moment. And at the bottom of the deck, from the Oracle, I've got engage higher reason. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now. I feel like you're really focusing on engaging that higher reason, that higher understanding about what's got you to where you are and how you're going to get out of this energy But I do see a brand new beginning coming in for you guys, which is, I feel, very positive. Alright guys, that's the message I have for you. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. Thanks for your support guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.